Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Gamers Nation 1234, and welcome to episode 44 on October 17th of 2014. Um, and I'm one of your hosts, Will, and we're gonna go down the line with the segment of Introduce Yourself. So, we got Dirty with the blue hair. Introduce yourself.
What's up, YouTubers? What's up, GN? It's your boy Dirty. We're about to do another one.
Another one. Next, we have Brooklyn Boss. What's going on, Brooklyn Boss?
What's up, YouTube? It's Brooklyn Bawse. We living in a world where common sense isn't too common, but I'm common sense.
There you go.
I love it. I love it. And next we have Lynn. How you doing, Lynn?
Hey guys, Lynn, aka iPod One Reviewer. How are you guys doing today?
We're doing good.
Sauce.
Anyways, let's get started with the show. All right. First off, I had Lynn and Boss already seen this. I had Dirty and Lynn watch a new trailer that came out. I believe it was yesterday. My friend actually posted up a link on my Facebook to show me this game, and it's coming out for PC, I believe, in February. And the game is called Hatred. Now, if you haven't seen this game trailer, it is recommended that you probably watch it. And so we're going to get everybody's opinions on what they think this trailer is. Now, for those of you who haven't seen the trailer yet or can't watch the trailer, I'll try to explain it as best as I can. There's a guy, I guess the protagonist that you play as, is kind of like a dark figure, long hair, wears all black, whatever, and he's just sitting there cocking like a shotgun and like getting ready for something, and he's saying that how he hates the world and how he hates mankind and whatever, and that he wants them to die, and that he wants to die in a violent way, and that he always saw himself dying in a violent way, and then he ends up shooting innocent people. Like, that's the purpose of the game, that you play as from what I'm getting from the trailer, you play as a mass murderer and try to kill as many people as you possibly can, and the most horrific ways that you possibly can, I guess, before you get killed by the cops or something. I don't know. At least that's what the trailer's portraying it. So, Dirty, how do you feel about this trailer that you've seen for Hatred? What was your immediate thoughts when you first saw it?
My first thoughts was Columbine. I thought about kids. Just listening to the guy's voice, you know what I'm saying, as he's talking, and he's talking about, he hates the world, he hates people, he want to die himself, but in a gruesome way, and he's just going to take lives. And that was my first reaction is, okay, just seeing how this guy is with the long black dark hair, the black coat on, and that was the first thing I thought of. He's gearing up. He's cocking his M16. He's putting grenades in his pocket, knives, and all type of stuff. And that was the first thing came to mind. And the second thing came to mind is we do have people like this for real. Some have the more courage to do it than others, but I mean, we do have a lot of sick people out here, so it's crazy. It's I don't know. I want to say that the game is going to get a lot of flack, but then again, I mean, you got to look at it's a new time and age. You know what I'm saying? It's like video games is doing more than what they used to, and people used to protest about them. It's like now people don't really protest too much about video games. They like to say video games cause, kids to do violence. You know what I'm saying? But then again, they might not even say anything when this game come out.
Okay. Boss, what was your first reaction when you saw this game Hatred?
I was like, wow, this is really something. I mean, we all like mindless violence games, right? But I mean, there got to be some rhyme to reason in it, right? I mean, that's why I like GTA 5 and the GTA series because it's a violent game, but it got a story to it as well, not just going out for the hate of someone, you're just going to kill them. This game is going to appeal to really stupid, rich, spoiled kids that are just dumb. And a lot of kids today, I'm going to have to say, just need to go outside and fucking play on the swings or some shit or on a seesaw because as advanced as these kids are today, they just have no reasoning and no sensibilities to them to understand that this is just a game. But not only is it just a game, the publishers had the nerve to say, well, we're not trying to incite or entice anyone to do anything crazy like this. This is just a crazy game. Then why make it when you know people are really stupid, especially these kids today. They're not the same how they used to be growing up when I was coming up. I mean, we knew right from wrong. You know, we didn't want to upset our parents or disrespect our elders. These kids today, they have no respect for nothing. So if someone actually went out and actually tried to kill somebody and mimic what they saw in this game, you know, I wouldn't be surprised. But I don't see the point in the game, you know, it being made if they put the game out, they showed us gameplay of it, but they didn't tell us really nothing about the game other than the man just hates everyone. So you just go around murdering everyone. It makes no sense.
Yeah. Lynn, what were your first thoughts on this game, Hatred?
Well, my initial thoughts were basically the fact that, you know, how people have always tried to blame video games for people's actions, and, you know, if they never had a reason to before, they will with this game. And, you know, as Bawse said, you know, people don't use the common sense that God gave them. So, you know, a lot of people may feel that this is how life is, or, you know, he could do it, I could do it type thing. I honestly don't feel they should even create a game like this. I really don't.
My personal issues with this game is that, like, a part of me just really, like, it's very uncomfortable. I know that we've had games in the past that had like, you know, Grand Theft Auto is known for, you know, you can run over people, you can kill people, you can do prostitutes, and you can do all these crazy things. And people have been using GTA as a thing. We also have Red Dead Redemption and all these other stuff where there's so much intense violence. And the thing is that I guess what makes this game different than GTA is that you got to be a sick, twisted person to even purchase it. You know, like Grand Theft. I guess what makes Grand Theft Auto different is that Grand Theft Auto, you have the choice to kill the civilians. You know, I guess that's the choice of the person and how you feel. And sometimes, and then some people can understand. Okay, GTA is a game. It's a game. But then when you look at something like this, where the premise is kill innocents, you know, you have no enemies, nothing. You just kill random people and slaughter as many as you possibly can. And I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. When I saw this, I was kind of scared. You know, it was like scary because I couldn't believe that somebody would even have, like, who would want to make a game like this? And it scares me because you know how many crazy people that are, quote, saying that they are influenced by the media, like those two girls that were influenced by Slender Man for stabbing their friend 19 times, or like people said that that in Columbine that they blamed Doom and all the first-person shooter games that they played and Marilyn Manson and stuff for the reason why they did the Columbine shooting, or the guy who did the Batman thing. I don't know what his reason was, but he was just crazy. The Virginia Tech was because he was tired, I guess, of being poor and hated all the spoiled rich kids. I'm not really sure, but the thing is that there are people out there that will look to this game, and this game is coming out on PC, mind you, as an indie game, and it is running off of the Epic engine, and Epic, as already said, don't you dare put this in the trailer. Like, don't put our name in the trailer. We don't condone this and things like that. So it's like this game is already getting this. If this is just a publicity stunt to get people to look at their game for shock value, it's not funny. It's not funny at all. And there are people, like Boss said, with no common sense. Like how you started the show, there where common sense is hard, for people to comprehend now because they don't get common sense or what used to be common sense. So it's like, ooh, I don't know. I don't know how I feel. I mean, like, I know how I feel. I don't like this game. It's something that I'm gonna try to ignore. But unfortunately, this game is going to be. It's going to be on the news. It's going to be everywhere. Just like Dirty said, it's going to be everywhere. People are going to talk about it and things like that. So, thank you, Kuuppon, for watching this show. How you doing? In case if you're not, in case if you're just checking in, we're talking about the game Hatred, which there's a trailer about it, and it's like a mass. The whole purpose is you are a serial killer or something like that, and you are just you hate humankind, and you have to just shoot a bunch of innocent people, I guess, until you get killed by the cops. So be sure to, I guess, to give this a trailer a watch. But to add on to this, speaking about Epic, Epic distanced itself from the ultra-violent mass murder game Hatred. And it says, the Unreal Engine maker, Epic Games, doesn't want its name or logo associated with Hatred. The graphically violent massacre-style shooter built with the Unreal 4 engine. And has asked the developer Destructive Creations to remove Epic's logo from the game's trailer and other marketing. Epic Games isn't involved in this project. A statement from the company reads, Unreal Engine 4 is available to the general public for use for any lawful purpose, and we explicitly don't exert any sort of creative control or censorship over projects. However, this video is using the trademark Unreal Engine 4 logo without the permission from Epic, and we ask for the removal of our logo from all marketing associated with this product. Destructive Creations announced Hatred earlier today. This game's grisly trailer depicts a playable character slaughtering innocent civilians and law enforcement in an effort to rack up a high body count and spread Armageddon upon society. The game's debut trailer uses the NVIDIA Physics logo. We've reached out to NVIDIA for a comment, and we also reached out to Destructive Creations, though its PR firm comment in Epic Games' request. Glywins, a Poland-based Destructin, so this is a Poland-made game, not an American-made game, is made up of primarily former developers from Studio The Farm 51, development of Necrovision, Pain and Hell and Damnation, and the upcoming Get Even, Hatred, is Destructive Creations' first title. In an update to this article, Destructive Creations creative director Jaroslaw Zielinski offered the following statement on Epic's request to Polygon. Epic Games has all the legal rights to issue such a request. Zielinski said, they've contacted me in a friendly manner and asked for the logo removal. Following their request, I removed it from YouTube version and will remove it from the press version of our trailer ASAP so everyone is happy. It was actually my oversight. I worked on titles and trailers in the past with the Unreal Engine license that is different from the current EULA. Putting Unreal logo at the beginning of our trailer was an obvious choice for me, as the engine is an amazing tool, and in fact I consider it mandatory, so I guess I was simply wrong thinking it's a must. So, okay, this is a Poland-made game. I don't know if that makes any difference, because if it was an American-made game, that's I don't know. Okay, so how do you guys feel about this being made by a person that's from another country? Do you think it even matters? I know that that's kind of a stupid question. Maybe if I rephrase it. Okay, do you think that this is Poland's portrayal of what they view us as Americans? Dirty, how do you feel about that?
I don't know if that's how they portray us. I mean, we do have Polish people here in America that live in America. I think it's just to make money, basically. I mean, if I would have came up, with an idea for a video game, my whole thing is just, to make money.
Yeah.
It could be the reason, but I don't think it's the reason. You know what I'm saying? I'm just thinking that they looking for, people to buy this game and make a quick million, a quick buck off this game, which I'm pretty sure they're going to do.
Okay. Boss, how do you feel like? Do you feel like this is like Poland's portrayal of America? I don't know. That's probably a dumb question, but I guess that's the question I'm asking.
Nah, I mean, it's not the first Polish company that created a video game that Americans consume. I mean, everything that we consume here in America, as far as entertainment, is most likely foreign. So it's not really anything new. If I was going to make a video game, this is the video game that I will make because America is a violent nation. As much as people want to act like it isn't, we kill people, we go to war with people, take what they got, and then claim that we're liberating them. I mean, we number one worldwide place to die at, far as with guns. There's more guns in America than there is in the entire United Kingdom, and probably in Poland as well. Um, I mean, I really don't think that this is how they really feel about Americans. I think it's just like Dirty said, a matter of just making a product that's going to appeal to people that enjoy killing, that enjoy violence, that enjoy murder, and that own guns. That's just the nation that we live in right now. At the end of the day.
Hmm. Lynn, how do you feel about this issue? Like, do you think that this is Poland's portrayal of America? What are your views on that?
No, I mean, not necessarily their views of America. I just say that they have a sick, twisted view on video games.
Hmm. Yeah. Um, I don't even know if that was the right question that I even wanted to ask because really it doesn't matter where you're from or whether you're portraying it in a way or whatever. It's still a violent video game, and yes, they are portraying this game for people that are sick and twisted. But the thing is don't the developers have to be sick and twisted to even want to create a game like this? I mean, I, I don't know, man. This is like okay. I see GTA and stuff, and it's like I'm numb to it. But when I see this game, for some strange reason, it does something different. It's like I've seen like there's been horrible games, and they hasn't done anything. And this game is actually making me feel another type of way. I don't know. I don't
But
know.
what's a better game to sell to American people than violence? We're sold
Exactly.
on
Yeah, you're
violence. I mean, we embrace violence. I mean, this country was created off of violence, and we still continue to walk around the world with the biggest stick and beat anyone that tries to, come against us. So, I mean, I think it's right up the alley. I don't think that they necessarily need to be sick. I think that actually they're really smart because a lot of Americans are just really oblivious to how we are perceived and the perception that other countries have of us because they can't do us any harm. Then we're like, well, why do we care what they think? But
right.
at the end of the day, they're going to ship your 8 years is going to make their ass old. Or God forbid, if you punish them, you punish some of these kids today, they go in the corner in the back of their mind, they're like, I'm gonna kill the whole goddamn family. So I mean,
Hmm.
it's a game. It's what it is. This is society we live in. We live in.
Oh my God. It's scary. It's scary. Well, to all the audiences out there, if you guys have seen the Hatred trailer, let us know what you guys think in the comments below, whether you're watching live or whether you are watching later. And Thuggy, I sent you an invite on Facebook, so it should be able to let you join. We're going to move on to the next topic, which is the PS4 firmware update 2.0, and it brings themes, music playback, and improved UI. Of course, this is all old news. Now, there is no release date for when this thing is coming out. It's still autumn of this year. Sony, get your stuff together. But here's all the improvements that 2.0 is going to have. A USB music player, so PS4 owners can play their own music in the background while playing a game using a USB music player. After inserting a USB stick loaded with music onto the PlayStation 4, a new option for USB music player will appear. Supported file name extensions include MP3, MP4, M4A, and 3GP. You can also change colors. In addition to the ability to add a theme, PS4 owners can also change the background of the home screen from light blue to 7 new colors of gold, blue, red, green, purple, pink, and gray. Players you may know. PS4 will now suggest players you may know in the What's New section, recommending gamers your friends frequently play with. Next is enhancements to live broadcasting. Masame brings a variety of improvements to live broadcasting on PS4. In live from PlayStation app, PS4 owners can now select featured channel, which includes official broadcasts from PlayStation, broadcasts from people on a player's friends list, and any game channel that the player has followed. Additionally, live from PlayStation now has filters for searching broadcasts on a specific game, as well as support for archived broadcasts. There's also content area and library. PS4's content area, which shows the latest games and apps a PS4 owner has used, has a redesign to help make it easier and quickly to find and access content. It now shows 15 of the player's most used apps or games, and additional items will be added to the player library. The library on the PlayStation 4 has been improved filter and sort functions to help organize content by type, game, app, TV, and video, name A through Z or Z through A, recently used, or install date. There's also enhanced voice commands. The ability to control your PS4 using your voice has been improved. Players can now say PlayStation to begin commands and all commands to see a list of all the voice command options available. New voice commands were added for live broadcasting, including start broadcast, end broadcast, and find face. There's two more. Add to library. The monthly free PlayStation Plus games will have an add to library button to the PlayStation Store. This button will add a game to the PlayStation 4 owner's library without downloading it, saving space on their hard drive. And finally, backup data. Data on the PS4 can be backed up and restored using USB storage. This will back up all data for the console, including settings, save data, screenshots, video clips, download data, and more. All right, and this is still scheduled to be released in autumn. So, what do you guys think of this new 2.0 update? Dirty?
It's nice, that they update and doing some. I guess you can do some things with the PS4. I'm not really into all that, putting, using USB to listen to music while I'm playing the game off my TV and stuff like that. I mean, I just want to hear the game. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to hear any music. I turn my phone on if I want to hear some music or something like that. But I mean, it's cool features for people that want to use it. I myself will not use any of those features.
Okay. Not even changing your background?
No, not really. I mean, I barely change it back. Like, the first time I changed my background on the 360 to put a wallpaper up, and it been there for, let's say, about 4 years now.
Oh, my God.
So.
Okay. Boss, how do you feel about this new 2.0 update for PlayStation?
I mean, I mean, the update, it's an update. I mean, it's not really anything that really interests me. I mean, it's the fact that they've taken so long to roll out this update when Xbox has rolled out so many updates that actually allow some of the features that you mentioned that will be coming to the PS4 are readily available on the Xbox One. And they also got an update coming very soon again at the end of October. So this PS4 update is actually kind of late. It's kind of overdue. A lot of the things that they're trying to implement now, they kind of should have been doing it. They kind of should have been trying to get this out as soon as possible before the end of the year. But they're going to wait to the very last minute, it seems, to actually put this thing out. And I mean, I'm not going to get all super excited over an update, but I mean, I'm not really looking forward to it, but I guess it'll be better when it's here.
All right. Lynn, how do you feel about the new PlayStation update?
I've still heard nothing about external hard drive support, so it don't matter to me.
I think the last one kind of states it, but it doesn't say hard drive support. It just says backup data. Data on PS4 can be backed up and restored using USB storage. So I don't know.
You can back up any data on any console.
I guess you're right. All right. I don't know. Now, Kuuppon actually has has a question. Nice update, but when are they gonna fix their network? Agreed. That's what they should really be focusing on. That should be the real update.
$1 million question. Right there's the $1 million question. Good question, Kuuppon. I was thinking the same thing. When are they gonna kick that out? When that update gonna come?
Yep. When will it come? All right. So, okay. Well, since there's not really much to say on this update thing, we're gonna move on to the next story. If you guys are planning on pre-ordering Halo, the Halo collection digitally, you can actually download it now if you want. Note that Xbox does charge you the full $60 for the whole game. They charge you $60 for the whole game right out the bat when you pre-order digitally. Well, also I guess that's the good news for those who want to pre-download something early, but there's also a 20 gigabyte day one update.
Yeah.
20 gigabyte day one update for Halo. The next Halo game will launch with a massive day one update. Microsoft announced today you'll have to download 20 gigabytes worth of features and multiplayer content to complete the Halo Master Chief Collection, which is out November 11th for Xbox One. That day one update comes on top of what Microsoft says is a Blu-ray disc pack with 45 gigabytes worth of Master Chief shooting things. Hope you got a fast internet connection. Microsoft does note that players will be able to start cranking through campaign in this Halo collection, which includes the main 4 Halo games before the patch is finished. And here's Microsoft. This is what they actually said. From the start, our philosophy has been to give Halo fans the best possible experience and not compromise the quality or features of the collection. The result is that Halo, the Master Chief Collection, will take almost all of the usable space of a single Blu-ray, 45 gigabytes, and we will also issue a content update at launch that is estimated to be 20 gigabytes. You'll be able to start playing campaign and more as the content is installing, with some features and multiplayer content being added via the update. Yes, the update is large, but we weren't about to cut corners to save disk space. This ensures that you are getting every bit of Halo goodness we can fit in. Our work is not done, however, as we continue to tune, tweak, and optimize the online experience to ensure a smooth multiplayer launch. This will continue right up until launch day. So what do you guys think? Dirty.
Is this whether you have the disc or down or digital?
This is whether you have the disc or digital, because
Oh hell, that's ridiculous.
you have to install 45 gigabytes because you have to install disc now, plus an additional 20 gigabytes to play the multiplayer in a day one patch.
It basically rules that why even buy disc anymore? It doesn't matter.
Well, pretty much, yeah. But Dirty, how do you feel about the day one 20 gigabyte update?
Man, that's crazy. That's why I wasn't really too anxious to jump into the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, because nobody can tell me why each game have to be installed. I just want to put the game in and play. What's up with all this installment for each game? I'm gonna start running out of space. And then I have to delete a game. Now, what if I want to come back and play that game? Or what if, a family member come over like, hey, I want to play The Last of Us remastered. Oh, yeah, let it install. Because I took it off because I was running out of space. I'm like nobody can tell me why these two consoles I study, installing games on the hard drive. Like, I just want to play the game. I want to put the disc in and just play like we used to, you know what I'm saying, like 9 months ago. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand it. I really don't. And I wasn't really, I was really hating to even jump to the PS4 and Xbox One when I heard that it was doing that, and you can't bypass it. You have to install the games on the hard drive.
Boss, how do you feel about the whole 20 gigabyte day one patch on top of the 45 gigabytes you got to install? I know you got an external hard drive, but how do you feel about it?
I mean, I'm not getting Halo Master Chief collection edition. It's not something I'm interested in. But I do understand the huge install base that they're trying to put on the hard drive. 40 gigs should be enough. It is 4 games. You know what I mean? So, the initial 40 gigs that they actually, taking from you if you install it on your console, I'm fine with that. You know what I mean? They're using Blu-ray discs, Blu-ray technology, plus it's 4 games. It's going to be a lot of space, a lot of memory, plus all the maps that came with it. So they really had to, occupy all the space on the Blu-ray disc. But the 20 gig part, I'm with Dirty on that. I really don't get. I think that's a robbery of your particular gigs that you have in the system. I mean, what is that serving? You know what I mean? What is that for? I'm with Dirty. I don't understand why that needs to be. I understand a day one update just to make sure that everything is tightened up and running right and properly. But 20 gigs for what? Why? 20 gigs extra, why? They got to explain that to me.
All right. I guess I'm assuming it's because of the multiplayer maps. I don't know. Like all 4 Halo games up res, and then they also have the old ones in there if you want to play the original format. That takes up the whole entire disk space. And then the 20 gigabytes is for the multiplayer. At least that's what I'm understanding, but I'm not really sure. But yes. Lynn, do you have anything else to add to that?
Just that it's absurd. That's it. It's ridiculous.
I mean, personally, it's crazy. Absolutely crazy. It kind of makes me want to second guess the purchase of Halo Master Chief Collection because that's 65 gigabytes. My Xbox starts with 500 gigabytes, and we know that it really doesn't start with 500 gigabytes. I don't have an external hard drive, but I'm already at 250 gigabytes with the games that I currently have. And so that's another 65 gigabytes I'm going to lose.
That's 315 right there.
I'm like, my God, really? And I took out all the games that were on there. Like Rise is no longer on there. Dead Rising 3 is no longer on there. Because, I traded them in, we all know.
He did it again. He did it again, Bawse.
I started it. GameStop.
God damn, Will, you cannot go an episode without mentioning GameStop, right?
You're saying it. Now it's become a part of the show. I have to mention it now, like Super Smash Brothers. There we go.
Let me mention it. GameStop.
Okay, all right.
Nah, you said it wrong, Bawse.
I said it wrong?
Yeah.
Say it for me, Lynn. Say it for me.
You said GameStop. GameStop!
GameStop!
That's Will's second home, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like literally, I practically can live there if I wanted to.
Might as well get a job there, Will.
Will, have you ever tried Best Buy? Because I know Best Buy would like take trade. Is it less than GameStop?
Well, honestly, I haven't compared. Best Buy is like a gazillion miles away from me. Like it's not easy to get there because there's only 3 Best Buys in this whole entire state. So it's like, as much as I love Best Buy, like I absolutely love Best Buy. Every time when I go to Best Buy, I absolutely love it. And I wish that I could go to that instead of GameStop because it's more roomy, it's more cozy, and I can also use the credit towards other things in the store. Like I could use it towards a TV, I could use it towards a new CD, I could use it to a Blu-ray. I don't have to buy a video game. I'm not just restricted to video games,
Well, you're not just restricted to video games at GameStop either.
Well, you can't.
Oh, man. Tell me, man.
You know what? Look, I could buy a tablet at GameStop. I could buy a phone at GameStop. Yes, I can. But I'm like saying I can't buy their amount of resources is limited compared to what Best Buy got. That's all. Okay. No hating, no hating. Okay, now that there's Halo Master Chief Collection, there's supposedly rumored that there's a Gears of War collection coming to Xbox One.
I'm not getting that.
Oh, I knew that was coming. I knew that was coming.
Yeah.
You ain't even have to tell me. I knew it was coming.
It was gonna come because if Halo is so successful, Gears of War is extremely successful. This is not a big surprise. So, Bawse, do you have anything to say about a possible Gears of War HD remake?
I'm getting that. I'm getting. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? What type of game would I be not to get Gears of War? I mean, I didn't even play the third one, so that would be even more incentive for me to have it. So listen, man. When that come out, I would be getting that. I'll get that. Yeah, definitely.
Actually, I really want to get that too, because personally, I absolutely love the multiplayer of Gears of War more than any shooter that I've ever played. It's the only one I feel I do somewhat decent on. That's all I'm saying. Um, okay, but we're not sure if this is necessarily true, but most likely it is because this is the route that Microsoft is going. So, yeah, and with Gears of War 4 or whatever the new Gears of War is called is like supposedly going to be announced next year, next E3. So, yeah, that's it. Kuuppon has a question. It says, sounds like DRM, referring to the Xbox One, is still being used undercover. Something we should probably look into, maybe. Anybody have any comments to say to that?
I'm with her on that. I'm definitely with her on that. I think it's a lot of, they cut corners because a lot of gamers got upset, and Sony did the exact same thing. They cut corners. They didn't announce that they was doing the exact same thing Microsoft was doing. Because I don't see just Microsoft doing this. You know what I'm saying? If it did happen, I knew Sony was right behind them doing it also. But since Microsoft came out and got all the negative feedback, of course Sony gonna turn their back and like, oh, we wasn't gonna do that.
Following which way the wind blow.
Right.
Like, oh yeah, you can share games with our console. Oh, we're gonna take out the camera and we're gonna sell it for $100 cheaper. How do you guys like that?
Right.
Sony was really sneaky, very, very sneaky with how they did it, but it worked in their favor. Look at them; they're still 9 months in the console war, and they're still the #1 console.
Yeah,
you're right. They
with no damn games.
Yeah. And a horrible PlayStation service.
The crazy thing about it when you said that Sony is sneaky because during the E3 when Sony was going to announce, you know what I'm saying, when they announced that, the PS4 is going to be, $100 cheaper, you know what I'm saying, they said that Sony took the stage late because they was backstage trying to get everything right. They knew they was going to take out the camera at the last. They said that was a last minute thing at E3 that Sony did to compete with Xbox One. Because they said that the camera was going to be with the PlayStation 4. It was going to be bundled. It was going to be $500. But in order to compete, you know what I'm saying, make it better, they did it at the last minute before they took stage. And they took stage late.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I believe that's why, like, I asked a lot of people, even before getting the PlayStation 4, I'm like, hey, what's up with this light on, on the controller? Like, what is it for? You know what I'm saying? What does it do? It's like, I don't know, it just light up. I'm like, get the hell out. I'm like, look, basically, people was thinking that light was to communicate with the camera. But since they took the camera out, they couldn't do anything at the last minute with that light.
Yeah, it's now it wastes a bunch of freaking battery on your damn controller, and the controller only lasts like 5 hours.
Oh, God, I done put that, man. It's like every time I finish playing, I just put it on. I may miss like one bar. One bar may be gone. I still put it on the charger, like skip it. Because I actually had it go out on me in the middle of a game.
I get 2 controllers. That's what they want you to do. So now you get 2 controllers because you leave one charging all day, and the moment that the other one runs out or it's about to run out, you switch the controller, and then there you go.
Yeah, well, that was before I brought the second controller.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So you know I was pissed playing some 2K.
Like, I gotta sit next to the damn TV. I know that we're used to it, but like, I know that like our generation is used to that because we used to play with wired controllers. But like, the new generation be like, I don't want to be confined to the TV. Everything's wireless. I don't know. That's how I imagine like a kid is now. I don't know. Bad impression, bad impression. Does anybody have any stories that they would like to share that maybe I didn't mention or anything like that they're interested in sharing?
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
talk about the Nintendo and how they did not put face plates on the 3DS XL or LL as they call it overseas.
And
That
Mm.
pisses me off royally.
the fact that Nintendo did not mention that in their direct.
Exactly. And there's nothing telling you otherwise as opposed to you buying it and figuring out, oh, okay.
Yeah.
And that was like one of the main things that is really cool about the system and how you can customize it. We've already had this discussion. I can't use the regular 3DS. I have long fingers. My hands they're not big, but I have long fingers. I get cramps, hand
Mm.
cramps from trying to play on the regular 3DS. This is why I have the 3DS XL. And now if I get the 3DS XL, the new one, I can't even customize it the way I want. And that pisses me off royally. And I had to find out through IGN.
Mm.
Yeah. Well, hopefully, since we don't get it to next year sometime, um, maybe we can, voice our opinion to Nintendo, like, hey, look, make the XL, with the face plates, like the smaller one. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
I sent them a tweet. I'm sure they're not going to respond, but I'm going to have to send them some every day until they respond. They're going to see what I have to say.
Damn. You gotta like send it to them 100,000 gazillion times.
It's
Like
ridiculous.
have an auto
We're
bot.
gonna start a faceplate movement for the 3D XL.
It's ridiculous. That's not funny, Will, because I'm literally livid behind that.
No, I am mad. I'm mad too. Don't get me wrong. I'm really pissed that Nintendo did something like that. Like,
It doesn't make sense.
well, how
It
could
doesn't make sense.
does this, but the 3DS XL doesn't do that, and you're advertising it like it's the same thing. And then on
Exactly.
top of that, there's no like you can't change the face plates. Like I mean, I understand that that's not necessary. Like for me, it was an incentive to want to buy it even more.
Exactly.
And the thing
Because
is
you
that,
can customize it like you can your cell phone. You can change it up and make it your own.
yeah.
Even if you just bought a solid color one and doctor it up yourself.
Oh my God, Kuuppon has something to say about it. She says, "I'll send some tweets too. Damn, that was the stupid move on their part."
Yes, ma'am.
Agree.
Yes, ma'am. Thank
Agree.
you. Thank you so much.
Everybody,
Every little bit helps, honey.
every little bit helps. Post to Nintendo, everybody. Post to
Nintendo of
everybody.
America.
If you want fake plates on the XL.
Yes. Seriously.
I mean, it's a way to also remedy the situation where, like, damn, they came out with a special edition 3DS. Did I just bought this one? And my God, why did they do this? And then now it was a remedy to that situation where, like, you can buy the faceplate to that now,
Yep.
But
Yep.
now the fact that they only did it on the little one and they failed to mention that the XL does it until it was released.
That's dirty.
That was not dirty. That's just wrong.
Yeah.
Absolutely wrong.
It's horrible.
But boss, I know that you don't even really care about the 3DS. I don't know if this even affects you in any way, but how do you feel about it as a whole, as like as a business standpoint, I guess, from Nintendo's part?
I mean, there's always black market, right? I mean, when Nintendo don't make, there's going to be a company out there that's going to be able to cater to what gamers want. So if a faceplate is something that Nintendo is not offering, there's always going to be a black market for that, so we can be able to get that. I mean, personally, it shouldn't really be a big issue. I mean, if you want to buy the 3DS, you're going to buy the 3DS. I mean, regardless whether it has a faceplate or not. I mean, the gameplay, the structure of the game, everything that you like about it is still there. It just don't have faceplates. So, I mean, it really shouldn't sway people too much if they already support the brand and already have one.
Yeah.
But the whole thing is it was the marketing. That's not something that we were made aware of during the time of their direct. That's not anything we were made aware of until the console actually came out. Because even when I saw a guy do an unboxing of one that he got from overseas, he even thought that you could actually do faceplates on it until he pulled it out of that package and saw, oh, no, you can't. So, I know it may seem silly or stupid to some people, but to some other people it means a lot. And to me it means a lot because that's not cool at all. That is one of the main things that I found that was really awesome about that new console. I don't care about no nub. I don't care about no C-stick. I really don't. I do care about the updated graphics. I do care about, better battery life and faster processor. But I also care more, about having interchangeable faceplates because then, like I said, I can customize it the way I want to.
Well, are we really surprised, though?
Irregardless.
Nintendo's a bad marketing firm. They don't even know how to market the shit that they're trying to sell. They expect the people that support them to market it for them, and that's generally what a lot of Nintendo owners do. They market Nintendo.
But it's difficult to do that if they railroad you just by you putting things up, and then they flag your video to have it taken down.
There's that. There's that. See, the Nintendo is terrible at marketing. They are. Even during the direct, they even said that this is not even coming out in the States yet. That it's coming out in Australia. It's coming out.
But they never really verified whether or not it was coming out here anyway.
They did. Yeah, then that's right. And the thing was is that the direct was in Japanese anyway, and then so there could have just been a rough translation, and they did show that the faceplates were only on the little ones, and we just assumed on our part that it would work on the XL. But the thing is that it's still a bad thing. They should have mentioned that one of the benefits of having the smaller one is that it has the faceplate change. But I don't understand, like, what were they thinking? How stupid was it that they were going to announce a product that can do one thing and then announce another product that can't do that? Like, I guess they said if you want the bigger screen, there's the bigger screen for people. But if
they had them alongside of each other.
I know. But
it's Nintendo. It's Nintendo.
Yeah. It's Nintendo and their poor marketing. And at first I thought that they were doing really, really good, because like out of the 6 months, Nintendo has been, well, in my personal opinion, Nintendo has been one of the best, well, not one of the best marketing, but has a lot to show this entire year. With Mario Kart 8 coming out and Hyrule Warriors, even that advertisement, even though that a lot of people weren't into Hyrule Warriors and stuff, it actually is a pretty good game. I have more fun with that than I ever had with any Dynasty Warriors game in my life. And so there's a lot of Nintendo did a lot of great things this year, but unfortunately that wasn't one of them. So it's like really, really bad Nintendo. That's a bad Nintendo.
Listen, if you a handheld gamer and you really still want that 3DX XL, then go out and get it, man. Don't let a faceplate hold you back. Buy a sticker for it. You see what I'm saying? And get the same sticker with the faceplate that you thought was gonna come with it. Put it on it and enjoy it, man. So damn it if a faceplate holds you back from getting it, man.
I mean, honestly, seriously, see, because Thuggy, he's gonna get the smaller system, so this doesn't affect him. But for me, it was a cool idea. I really did like it. It was another incentive for me to get it. But the C-Stick alone was what I really wanted. All the features that they announced on the console itself is what I personally really, really wanted. But I don't know. It's like Nintendo comes out with something so freaking amazing, or they have the potential to release something amazing, and they blow it. They blow it. I don't get how you can mess up so badly. Like, for example, you create a game like Super Smash Brothers, right? But then you come out with something else that nobody even gives a crap about or is not even gonna look at it. How do you create a console when you know that you're going into next gen and not make sure that your console is 1080p? No, like, how could you? Like, how could you do that? Like, how could you do? How did you know when you know what your competition's gonna be? Like,
Because
when
I
you
know
know,
people are gonna buy that shit. That's why, regardless.
well, they thought that it was gonna be like the Wii again, where the Wii was underpowered, but because of the revolutionary controller at the time, people like bought it. Like everybody bought a Wii. They said that Wii printed money, and they thought that with the Wii U, I thought the Wii U controller was an accessory. And I was mad because I was misled. And because all they showed was the controller, not the console. So I thought it was a thing for the Wii, like an accessory for the Wii. I'm like, why the hell would I want this? Why would I want this thing? Why do I want to play golf with my Wiimote and shoot at the TV? Like, what benefit does
You know what
that
they
have?
did? They messed up something that was good. The
Yeah,
Wii should have still been a console that was out right now as the only Nintendo console out. And maybe a couple of years from now, they should have announced maybe something similar to the Wii U, but better. They should have
yeah,
waited until the competition showed their hand. And then, I'm not saying copy the competition, but take some pieces and practices from them, which works for them, and put it in your new console. Because there was no reason to put out the Wii U, to be quite honest. You didn't really need it. The
yeah.
Wii was doing fine. It was our number one selling console for quite some time. So they were straight. But when you get greedy, you know what I mean? You have these
Mhm.
problems.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was time for them to make a brand new console anyway. But I mean, I think it was time. It's just that they could have waited. You know, I think that they rushed to it. They rushed too quickly. The console was incomplete, and therefore they're suffering massively because of it. And they're relying on their first-party titles to sell the console because there's no third-party support anymore, and therefore, you know,
It's still
Nintendo's
third party
into
support. It's just not the major known third parties that support it.
yeah, yeah. Yeah. So correction. Okay, we have a few comments to this topic. Thuggy says Nintendo for the win. I think he's being sarcastic, but I'm not sure. Um, so all right, so we're gonna.
That's some fanboy shit right there. Anytime I hear anybody say Nintendo for the win, I get nervous.
I know. All right. Also, Kuuppon says in your comment about people getting stickers, she says, "I don't want no damn sticker, Bob."
I was trying to compromise with your coupon. I'm sorry.
Coupon, I stay quiet, okay?
She also said Nintendo's the type of company that tends to shoot themselves in the foot. And I'm like, yeah, I agree.
Yeah, basically.
I
Blow
agree.
their foot off.
Yeah, blow their foot off. Also, Thuggy has also posted up a bunch of comments. He says the XL got them exclusive 3DS designs. That's why regular size one got faceplates. Look at all the themes, 3DS, all of them are Xbox. Wait, what happened? Oh, okay. Wait, hold up. Let me redo this. He says the XL one got the exclusive 3D designs. That's why regular size one got faceplates. Look at all the themes, 3DSs. All of them are only the XL model. Example: Pokemon design, XL. Smash Brothers, XL. And they got a Monster Hunter one coming too. So Nintendo's basically what I think Thuggy's saying is
At
that
the same time, they could have made those interface plates.
they could, but Nintendo wanted to be greedy by making special editions of the
Screw that.
XL.
No, I'm
That's
not
what they
paying
wanted.
additional money because you had some shit monogrammed on the daggone console. I'm not doing it.
That's what they wanted to do. People paid the money to get the
Well,
newer XLs.
that's the
They
people
paid it. They paid it.
overseas.
And here too, because they already make special editions. There are people that have bought
And
both.
I never buy them.
Okay, and Thuggy also admits, he says, I am a Nintendo fanboy for the handheld part. He, laugh out loud.
I know a fanboy when I hear one. See, I tell you, when you hear Nintendo for the win, you get nervous. I'm just telling you.
I know, Nintendo will never be what it once was. And all these consoles are going to make sure of that. So, I mean, it sucks. I hate to say it, but Japanese, like the thing with the Japanese, I'm not making fun of the culture or whatever, but I'm just saying the thing with Japanese developers is that they refuse to learn or learn or research anything about the outside of their country. That they don't want to cater to what Americans or what people from the UK or Australia want.
They shouldn't. We bombed them like 40 years ago.
I know, but like seriously, I don't even know, man. I don't know. The thing is that, you know, like they're saying, like, well, I was watching a video by Gaijin Goomba, and he was a teacher in Japan, and he says that none of the students, like the kids of today, have any interest in the outside world. Like they don't want to know anything about anything. Not just about America, but just like about Australia or any other country. They just want they don't care. They don't care. Like, and he's not saying not everybody, but they follow the stereotypes that the movies give, and they really have a really strong perception of what they see. So if they see like a person, they'll follow stereotypes in movies. So they'll think that everybody if they see the movie Friday, they're gonna think that every black person that visits their country is Friday, or they're gonna think that every time when they see like a Spanish soap opera, that all Hispanics are like that. Or
they like Kobe Bryant.
Yeah, they do, right? Yeah, they do. And they like karaoke. No, is that the Philippines? No, that's not the. I don't even know. That's Korea or something like that. I know one of them likes karaoke. I think all of them like karaoke, and that's what they like about Americans, because they like American music. So that's why they get excited when they see an American do an American song. So I don't know. Like Bawse, I'm pretty sure that they would love you in Japan. If you do like a Barry White or something like that song, like any song, they will love you. They'll be like, oh my God.
Yeah, and I bet they'll feed me fried chicken wings at the end, right? I mean,
oh shit!
Oh my God,
that is messed
macaroni
up.
and cheese, right?
Oh my God. Well, I don't know.
I'm just saying. You said that they watch.
No, they are. They could be stereotypical in that perspective. So. I don't know if they'll go into all that.
Some pig feet, cornbread, ham hocks. You know?
Oh wow! Don't forget the chitlins.
Chitlins.
And the collard greens.
Daddy, you know what I'm talking about, Daddy.
Oh,
man.
Okay, thank you for correcting me, Kuuppon. This is just something that I saw in the video, so honestly I don't really have any knowledge of this topic. This is just what I heard in the video. So I'm sorry, Kuuppon, for that. I didn't mean to come across as ignorant or anything like that. But she says, I lived in Japan for 3 years. There are a lot of Japanese youth that are waking up and doing more exploration of the outside world. So I'm like, yeah, I'm sorry, yeah. I'm pretty sure, like I said.
Apologize to that woman, Will.
I apologize.
Apologize to that woman. I demand it.
I'm sorry.
But I mean, in a way, you know, you do have like China, you know what I'm saying? Well, not China, but like North and South Korea. Like, I think it's North Korea. Like, they don't know anything about the outside world. They president over there, whoever the guy's name, I can't pronounce it. They don't know nothing. They don't have TV that they watch. It's what he says to put on. Like, he's in demand. You know what I'm saying? You want to watch something on demand, he telling them what to put on demand for them to watch. You know what I'm saying? I seen a documentary on Netflix about that, and I'm like, they got it bad over there. Like, they don't know that they got it bad, but when you look at them, you know, you saying to yourself, because you're living in, you know what I'm saying, another country that's not like that, you like, damn, they got it bad, and they really don't know it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, they have a big statue of this guy, and you have to, like, bow down to him or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, greet him. Yeah. And when they went into their apartments, like their homes and stuff like that, like, they had pictures of this guy. And they got pictures of his father, because his father passed, and then it was came down to him to run, you know, the country. And they have pictures of them, and they actually pray to them. And they have a song for them and all this. You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
oh my God.
Yes.
I saw a video that kind of creeped me out when the dad died. I don't know if anybody saw it, but everybody was like bowing like at the funeral, and everybody had to cry, even the guards. Everybody had to cry. Like cry, 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 and they just had to cry hysterically. There's a video of it on YouTube, and if you didn't cry, I think you got like severely punished. I'm not sure, but I would assume you would probably get punished or whatever. Okay.
I believe so because
Mm.
the doctor went over there to help them with their cataracts because it was a lot of people because they don't have the technology and machines and stuff that we have in our hospital. So he actually volunteered to go over there. He had to get permission from this guy to actually come over and help. So while he was helping these people, you know what I'm saying, with their cataracts, some people couldn't see out of one eye. Some people was blind for, a couple of years because of cataract. And he cured them. They could see again. And you know what the first thing they did?
What?
They went up to whatever the guy's name is, his picture.
Kim Jong-un?
Yeah, and they said, thank you. Just because of you, it was possible for me to see again. And they actually kneeled down before his picture and cried and said thank you to him instead of the doctor that performed the surgery on them. And I was just like, wow. I'm like, these people are not in touch with the outside world at all, and he makes sure of that. And if you want to check it out,
brainwashing to me.
And if you want to check it out, it's on Netflix, and I think it's called North Korea, South Korea, one of them. Just type that in, and it should come up. It's like a 45-minute, 50-minute documentary.
Oh my God!
Of like what's going on over there. I'm like, wow.
I mean, it's creepy. It's creepy like that. Well, I don't know if that's exactly because you know how media can portray things to make it seem worse than what it is. So I'm just saying that like, if that is how it is, if it is how it is, I can't even imagine living in a world like that. Technically, we do live in a world like that, but like, but it's different, and there's many different ways to get brainwashed. I guess I don't know, but whatchamacallit? Kuuppon said, it's all good. No, you didn't come off as ignorant. Laugh out. Oh yeah. And Thuggy has something that he wanted to say. He says, did you all hear about Sony fans making a petition for Nintendo to bring Smash to the Vita? Laugh out loud. Yes, this is real. Yes, I did hear this.
Please.
That the Vita has no games. That they're begging for Nintendo's best game to go on the Vita.
That's crazy.
This is what I've been saying for the longest. You know what I'm saying about the fanboys.
Did Bawse mention that too, though?
I'm a Nintendo guy. I can admit that. I love playing Mario, whatever. I love Nintendo games. But I also play other consoles because there's other games that I know it might not come to Nintendo that I do want to play. So I'm a multi, console person, and I've always been that way. You know what I'm saying? But don't beg Nintendo to bring, a game to your handheld or your console. Just go out and buy it. You know what I'm saying? Stop listening to these other people of what they, say about Nintendo, Microsoft, or Sony, and just go and play the games for yourself. If that's a game that you want, then go buy the console.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only thing you got to do. Stop asking Nintendo, just like people was on Twitter asking the guy for when is Bayonetta 2 going to be available for the PlayStation 4, Xbox One. And he had to tell them. He said for the last time that game would never come. He said you will have to ask Nintendo. And he said while you're at it, asking them that, ask them can you also get Mario, Zelda, you know what I'm saying, and Metroid. And good luck with that. And that's what he tweeted.
Yeah, no.
Look, this is exclusive to the Wii U. You can't, if you want to play the game, buy the console. And that's what I don't understand with these fanboys.
This is what fans said, though. They said, I don't want to play it on an inferior console. I want to play it on in better graphics and stuff. That's what their excuse is.
Oh, my goodness. Are you
serious? There's nothing wrong with the graphics that you're looking at. The Bayonetta 2 graphics, I mean, we only just seen that short demo, and it looks gorgeous. You know what I'm saying? But you was just playing those same damn graphics 9 months ago. So how the hell is these graphics ugly all of a sudden because the PS4 and Xbox One is out? I ain't seen really nothing on the Xbox One and PS4 that really got me like, wow, like I'm really glad I brought this system. No, I haven't. I have not, and I'm not even trying to be a fanboy to Nintendo. I have not seen that. I've seen some good looking games. 2K look good. The Last of Us remastered look good. You know what I'm saying? But nothing like wow. Like no, I haven't seen anything like that.
Nothing that makes old graphics look so ugly to the point where it's like I can't play old graphics anymore. You know how there's a point in a generation where you can't go back and play a last gen game because it's just it looks too dated.
Okay, now I can see if Bayonetta was on the GameCube, you know what I'm saying, or the N64. Then I can hear you saying, well, I want inferior graphics.
Yeah.
But it's like right behind the PS4 and Xbox One.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It might not, you know, have the best lighting effect, you know what I'm saying, but the game still looks good, and that's what I don't understand with these people. It's like they want to follow behind everybody else that talk about other consoles. You know what I'm saying? If that's your favorite console of choice, you know what I'm saying, Microsoft or Sony, that's fine. But you can still go and buy a secondary to play whatever you want. Gears of War, you know what I'm saying, Halo, Fable, whatever it is, and be happy. Stop begging them to bring a game over to the PS4 because it's not for that console. It's not for that system.
I agree with Dirty 100% on everything he said. You know, Bayonetta is a game that is going to be exclusive as far as we know it on the Nintendo. You should go out and buy a Nintendo to play that if you want that experience there. That's why we need variety as far as consoles are concerned in the gaming industry. But I can say the same thing for Nintendo owners. Nintendo owners cried a river when Watch Dogs didn't look like it looked on the PS4 and the Xbox One. Nintendo fans cried a river when Assassin's Creed didn't look like it looked like on the Xbox One. They was like, oh, why y'all sending over that inferior product? Why y'all sending over a game that don't have all the modes? Well, won't you go over to the console that have all the modes? See, it's easy for Nintendo, a lot of Nintendo fanboys to say, well, go pick up another console. You know what I mean? Pick up another console and play that game. But yet a Nintendo fan will be reluctant to play another game on another console that they want. They would rather play it on the Nintendo. And I have ran into a lot of gamers who are like that. Nintendo fans would suggest console or game players to play a game that is on Nintendo, to play exclusively on Nintendo, but they wouldn't play a game that they would want to play exclusively on Sony or PlayStation. See, so there's a lot of hypocrisy going on there. You know what I mean? And I think that that's not fair as well. I think that at the end of the day, what constitutes a fanboy is someone that's just unreasonably and blindly following a brand when they know common sense that either the brand is not as powerful or can't compete with the other brands that are out, or just fail to mention that games play better on other consoles, or the fact that they just happen just to enjoy that particular brand. If you're a Nintendo fan, you enjoy Nintendo games, great. There's nothing wrong with that. But a lot of them are reluctant to buy other consoles as well, and they won't tell you that. Yeah. They'll argue you to your death and cry you a river in a lake at the same time why Nintendo is better. But they know damn well they want to play The Last of Us. You see what I'm saying? They know damn well they want to play Metal Gear Solid that's about to come out. They know damn well they want to play Destiny, but they won't say it though because they gotta be elite. They gotta show their allegiance to Nintendo. I think that's whack. That's what I don't respect.
Yeah.
I agree. Go support. If Nintendo are making games that are good that you want to play, go buy the console. Go support that. Support the brand. Support the game. But I think that if PlayStation fans want a Bayonetta to come over to PlayStation Vita, why not? That could be more money for Nintendo, more lucrative for Nintendo. That can actually bring more PlayStation fans over to Nintendo to want to actually play games and buy their consoles. So I don't look at it as a bad thing necessarily. I look at it as an opportunity for Nintendo to say, well, hey, look, this is a game that y'all didn't want. Now we got it. Now it's doing good on our console. Now y'all want it. Okay, well, you know what now? We need some support over here. We need some support that's going to be with us that we can depend on throughout these next couple of years to come. But, I mean, it's a win-win opportunity, I think.
Yeah, it is, especially since Nintendo owns all the rights to the game. And if they were to decide to just, sell it out or well, not sell it out, but keep the rights to it. But the thing is that Nintendo needs to bring out more quality games. And from what I hear, Bayonetta is a quality game. And Mario Kart 8, in my opinion, is a quality game. Super Smash Bros. Quality game. I feel like Nintendo has the potential to bring a massive amount of people into their console. Like, games are coming out. Next year, Nintendo got it locked, supposedly. Every month, a game from Nintendo is coming out.
Now, what if they do that? What if they do that, right? But the games aren't up to par. Can I call Nintendo out on that? And will Nintendo fanboys call Nintendo out?
I call them out. I call them out, boss.
I call them out too.
Dirty. No, not too dirty. I'm not trying to single you out, anybody. I'm just saying in general. I don't think that Nintendo fans will be on YouTube making videos like, oh damn, Nintendo put out a game March and it sucks. Put out a game April, it's not any good. Put out a game May and they're talking about it's the game of the year. Every Nintendo game can be the game of the year. Once again. Every Nintendo game can't be a quality game because they don't always make quality games. There's nothing wrong with that, though. That's reality. There's nothing wrong with that. They're not going to make a game that's going to be a blockbuster game, but you can't tell me every game is going to be a blockbuster game?
No.
Every game is going to be a blockbuster game?
No. Not at all, no. I think that, the thing is that a lot of people, because of Nintendo's history, because of what people grew up on, the Nintendo elitists, are people that said, I've been a fan since, 1985 when the console came out and whatever, and then all of a sudden I had it, and I remember growing up with it. I got every Nintendo console. I like Metroid. I like Mario and things like that. And to some people who weren't, born and raised in that, they're like saying, I don't want to play another Mario game. Maybe this isn't for me. I don't like the whole Zelda thing. I don't like the whole this. So I understand that perspective. I mean, it still blows my mind actually hearing people say that, but I get it. I understand why.
Well, why does it blow your mind, though?
The thing is that personally, this is just personal preference. I'm not saying that, I understand why people don't like Zelda or why people don't like Metroid or Mario or whatever. It's just that, because I guess it's the Nintendo person in me as well. Because, I'm a fan of all consoles. I own all consoles. And there are things about consoles that I like and that I don't like. But the reason I guess why it blows my mind is because it makes me feel old. Because I'm like, how can you not like Mario? I mean, like, why?
I've been playing it I've been playing that console just as long as it's been out. Mm-hmm. From the first one to, I haven't got the Wii U yet, but from the first one and on through there, I've been playing it just as long. So what does a person like me say to somebody that is a Nintendo elitist, like you say, or a fanboy? When I say, look, I don't want to play any more Marios, or I don't want to play as Mario every year after year. I don't want to play the same franchise every year after year with a different spin on it. I want to play something that's different, that's more to my liking, because I matured over time. My maturity and my understanding and pleasure in games have changed, and my taste has changed. What do I say to somebody like that, then?
Well, the thing is that unfortunately, you're not going to be able to convince that person. That person's going to look at you like you're crazy. I don't think you're crazy if you don't like Mario or if you don't like Zelda. I just say that it just makes me personally, like, I'm like, it's just in a joking way. Like, I just say, how can you not like Mario? How can you not like Zelda? I know that there are people out there that don't like it. Realistically, that's what it is now. There's only so much of a franchise that you can take, especially if it's using the same formula every time, with just a different new gameplay mechanics added on. I get that. Personally, like I said, I'm a simple guy with very simple tastes. And then the thing is that I guess what Nintendo elitists don't like from, PlayStation elitists or from Xbox elitists is that they use the constant attack on Nintendo, saying that all Nintendo's games are the exact same thing. And Nintendo elitists counter it and say, well, all you do is play Call of Duty or all these shooting games that are exactly the same thing, over and over again. That's just the argument. I'm not saying that that's my argument on it. But the thing is that, Nintendo is, for people that it's the Disney. It's the Disney. It doesn't matter what age you are, you can play a Nintendo, and sometimes you can have a really good time, sometimes you won't. And then there's gonna be the PlayStation, where it's just for mature people. Kids will want to play it because that's what their uncles or their brothers or their sisters or whoever is an inspiration is playing. PlayStation and Xbox will always be the will always be the majority. Nintendo will always be the secondary thing that you just go to on occasions. Kind of like when you watch animation movies, you want to see more mature movies than realistic movies, and every once in a while you want a little animated movie in the mix. And sometimes those anime movies come out having a better storyline and engage you more because it is extremely different, which is how you can look at the video game industry right now when it comes to Nintendo versus that. That's how I kind of view it. I view it as like sometimes when you don't play a game for a while, like if you don't watch a Disney movie for a while and you just let it go by and stuff, like if you're watching it every time, you'll get sick of it. Yes, I get it. But if you just take a break and not watch it for a while, and then you watch a bunch of all these other movies, and these movies are crap, or, you know, it's okay, it's not that great, and then Hollywood is feeding you the same crap, and then eventually you go back to watching a Disney movie, and then you're like, damn, man, that was a good movie, and it was a cartoon, it was kiddie, and I enjoyed myself. And then there's also people that don't want to enjoy it because it looks kiddie, just buy what it looks like. And so, I don't know, that's my.
I get you, and that's kind of the dilemma that I'm in right now. I want to play Nintendo games. See, that's the thing. Being that I haven't played it for so many years now, Mario would be a refreshment to my gaming experience right now. Because I want it, because I haven't played it. It's been so long. There's been that gap in between. I haven't been buying Nintendo product after Nintendo product year after year, and God bless everyone that does. I'm just saying that, and it's not a matter of comparing. Let's get past the comparing part. Let's get to the point where we're like coming to reality and deal with the facts. Who is Nintendo marketing to, though? When I see a Nintendo commercial, I see kids in it, more than most likely, right?
I see adults in Nintendo.
I see some adults, but generally, I do see kids as well. I've never seen a kid in a Microsoft commercial. I've never seen a kid in a Sony commercial. When the PS4 was launching, all the commercials and trailers they used to show for it is that commercial where they show all the game characters fighting in a war, and at the end they come together and they become one and they fight as a unit. I mean, I'm just saying. I'm not saying that Nintendo should be relegated to be compared to Disney. I mean, I wouldn't go as far as compared to that, but I would go as far to say that it is for a more I'm not going to say an amateur gamer, but someone that isn't well versed in gaming in some aspects, that want to be introduced into gaming, because a lot of people do find the PS4 and the Xbox One intimidating. At least if you never played games before, or at least if you wasn't playing it as consistently as some others would be playing it, such as gamers, you know, that just play games. You know what I mean? So it would be a bit intimidating, whereas the Nintendo is not so much intimidating. It actually gives you a more familiar feel to what you used to play as a kid, or what you used to play as a young teenager, to what you play as an adult. So I think that it brings a vital essence to the gaming industry that we cannot deny that it's there. And it should be there, and it should remain there. I'm just trying to appeal to the fanboys that are not thinking logically when it comes to it, when they mention that Nintendo is the best console. Like Thuggy said, Nintendo for the win. I get nervous when I hear that, because then it's like, because usually when I hear people that say that, I can't talk to them with any common sense and any logic, because their logic is out the window. Their allegiance and what they like is what they like, and they're not trying to hear anything you're trying to say, no matter what the facts are, no matter what reality is. And I think.
But why would you be willing to fight with somebody who's like that, though? That's the only thing. It's just the thing is that why would you even want to speak to a person who's just gonna just downplay everything that you say? Like, why do you want to try to convince them?
Not so much speak to them or argue with them. It's not a matter of arguing with them, but we are gamers. Whether you play on the Wii U, whether you play Nintendo products, or whether I play Sony, at the end of the day, we play games, so we have that common interest at hand. But if somebody is saying that they're expert, or someone's saying that, well, they're well versed in a particular game and system or console, then I want to challenge that. I want to see how much you know, because I'm gonna know if you know what you're talking about or not. So I want to see how much you know, if you know what you know. But then if it gets to the point where, you know, it's like we're getting to the point where it's becoming combative or we're not getting anywhere, then it's like, well, then here's another Nintendo fanboy that fails to listen to anything someone else is trying to say, that is just a gamer, that has multiple consoles, that is for gaming on any console, that supports any console. But here is someone that's going to influence so many people to think that, well, Nintendo product is elite and you shouldn't think any other way. There should be a difference in opinion, but there also should be a meeting of the mind if we actually going to have a logical conversation about that.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. I agree. I agree. I believe that everybody should be a little bit more open-minded and not just be so closed-minded or narrow-minded to thinking that something is the best. I personally think that every console excels in certain areas and other consoles like fail miserably in other areas. Like Nintendo has a horrible marketing team. Nintendo's behind, but Nintendo has great gameplay and very memorable experiences, at least for me. And then PlayStation is somewhere in the medium. You know, they start off bad and then eventually they end good, and they have really great exclusive teams and really good in-depth stories in their exclusives. And then we have Xbox, which is really good in entertainment and really good in their own exclusive, right, and things like that. So I completely get everything. See, me, I like to consider myself open-minded. There are just things where I could say, well, I prefer this console at the moment. I know that these consoles have the potential, but none of these games are really grabbing my interest at the current moment. You know, eventually, my status for Nintendo may go away the moment that PlayStation and Xbox start getting their exclusives, and then I'd be saying that they're the best, that they have the greatest games right now, and Nintendo is nothing right now. Nintendo is not coming out with anything that interests me personally. But you know, there's going to be Nintendo elitists that are no, Nintendo can't do wrong. There's going to be Xbox that say Xbox can't do wrong, and people that say PlayStation can't do wrong. So, unfortunately, I don't like to even talk to those people. I mean, I understand that there are people out there, and there are things that I can agree that they're saying or what they're trying to say, and then there's other things where I just be like, no, 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 you're not looking at it. You're not looking at it that way. You're not seeing it any other way. You're looking at it as Nintendo cannot possibly fail. That's why I don't even like to have arguments with gaming with gamers that are completely one-sided. I mean, like with PC elitists, I don't like that. I don't like it. I said every time they say, well, why don't you buy a PC? I said one is too damn expensive, and sure, the games are cheaper on the long run. Yeah, you're fine. You make very, very valid points, but none of the games on your PC that are exclusive or anything are enticing me to even want to get a PC. Graphically, you haven't shown me anything that makes me be like, oh crap, I need a PC. So it's like, so I don't want people to think that I'm narrow-minded on PC. I've seen things, but nobody has shown me anything that's of any interest to me on a PC. That's all I guess that's what it is with me. This is why I'm a console gamer, because I personally enjoy consoles. Nothing on PC is gravitating or grabbing me in any way, shape, or form that a console doesn't do. I understand PC has better graphics, but they get games later. I understand that games are cheaper, but still, it's like you get them later. I want to play the game now. I don't mind playing the additional. I don't know. I'm weird. I'm a weird person. Anyways, Kuuppon has had a comment, and I forgot to mention it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Kuuppon. I'm really sorry. We kind of got lost in that topic. She says, I'm used to quality games on Nintendo. If the game comes out monthly and the games suck, we as Nintendo fans need to call them out on it. Agreed. Again, 100% agreed. Do you agree with what she has? Do all you guys agree with that statement that she said, that we as Nintendo fans need to call them out on it?
Oh yeah, 100%. Because I'll be the first one to throw up a video on my channel. You know what I'm saying? How Nintendo sucked with whatever game they brought out for that month.
Yeah, I called them out a lot on the Wii side. When the Wii was out, I was saying that they sucked on every aspect on a lot of things. I said, I don't want to play with Wii motion controls. I don't. I want to play with a controller. But I bought it because I fell for the experience. And there were some games that they did right. The Nintendo exclusives were great with the Wiimote. I didn't have a problem with it. But, anyway, that's all I got. Lynn, what do you have to say about Nintendo? Like, do you believe that all Nintendo fans need to call out Nintendo when they come out with crap?
That goes with any franchise, yeah, definitely. Because
Exactly.
I'm sure enough gonna put up a video about this damn shit. I'm mad. I'm mad. So yeah, I'm definitely putting up a video whether it like I said, no matter if people think it's silly, there's gonna be somebody that agree with me, and that it's not cool at all how they marketed the new 3DS, the new 3DS LL, XL, whatever you want to call it, and we automatically assume that you're going to have interchangeable faceplates on the LL. You don't have interchangeable faceplates on the LL. And I had to find out from a freaking gaming podcast that there's no interchangeable faceplates on the LL. Why did I not know this during their direct? Why did I not know this then? Why did I not know this, from, before it came out, even over in Japan? I mean, it's ridiculous. And having us think that, oh yeah, I could get the 3DS, the XL, the new 3DS XL, LL, or whatever. I could change out the faceplates. I could customize my own. No, you can't do that at all. And it's a shame that I had to find out from IGN instead of Nintendo. I mean, it's very frustrating. So there's definitely going to be a video.
Oh yeah, I can already imagine. I want to see it already. I just want to see it. I just want to see Lynn ranting vegan.
I'm just angry. It's ridiculous.
All right. Does anybody have any other topics they want to talk about before we close the show?
Actually, you can also Xbox 360 owners, the game of the month. You can get Darksiders 2 right now, so go ahead and download that.
Oh, really?
Darksiders 2?
Do I have Darksiders 2? No, I don't have it on 3DS.
No, you have it on the Wii U.
I mean, not 3DS, I'm sorry. I don't have it on the Xbox 360.
You got it on the Wii U. I remember that was one of the first games.
No.
And it was very glitchy.
I know, but, man.
I got it on the PS3, so I'm cool.
I hate myself. I traded in my Xbox. I can't play it.
Oh, Will, come on.
Well, anyway, I probably wasn't gonna play it anyway because I'm too far gone into next gen. So it's
yeah, you are.
I don't know. I'm gone. I'm in next gen mode now.
The last gen rights.
If Sony ever fixes its PlayStation Now prices and they start coming out with some good actual material and it actually works fine, then that's my solution to my problem.
Oh, I'm still not renting no games.
No, I'm not renting no games, no. But if Sony can find a way to, fix it or make it a way that you can play last-gen games, at least digitally, I'd be fine.
You're still going to rent them, though.
I know. No, wait. God,
I'm not spending money to rent no game for 30 minutes, a couple of hours, a couple of days. That's ridiculous.
When Sony fixes it, that's all I'm saying. If Sony fixes it, if they ever fix it, or
there ain't no fixing if you got to come out your pocket with some money.
I know. No, but I'm saying, let's say that they do the Netflix thing. The way that Netflix handles its stuff, there's a whole digital thing, and you can play whatever game, whatever you want, and then every month they'll add more games in, and then they'll take some away, and things like that. Can you imagine, PlayStation going that route, Xbox going that route?
That'd actually be cool.
That would be cool. You just pay a set subscription.
Yeah,
well, they have it. It's called GameFly. You just get physical copies.
Oh, Thuggy said that they said it on the direct, Lynn. Thuggy said that they said the faceplate changes were in the direct. I don't remember. We were too excited and we didn't even think.
But they did not specify that it was just for the regular 3DS, not the 3DS XL.
I don't know. I don't know. We're probably gonna have to talk to Thuggy about that. He'll probably have more information on it. But I don't know. They did a poor job because we didn't receive the message. That's the thing. So they did a poor job. Whether they said it or not, they did a poor job at getting the message across. So I guess that's it in actuality. But does anybody have anything else they would like to add before we end the show?
That's about it.
That's about it. Boss, do you have anything?
Nope.
Nope? Okay. And Lynn, do you have anything?
No.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for watching this episode of Gamers Nation 1234. It's always a pleasure for you guys to always watch us every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. You can also follow us all. We're going to do our Advertise Yourself segment, how we end every show now. And we're going to basically, you can follow us each individually throughout the week, and follow us on this channel if you guys want to see us every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. That's 3 p.m. We usually start at 3 p.m. or 3:30 p.m. on the West Coast time. East Coast time, we start at 6 p.m., 6:30 p.m. So just be on the lookout for that stuff. And if you want to see a live show, be sure to ask questions. It always helps the show out. You can make the show by asking questions, by leaving comments, whatever you guys want to do. And if you guys have anything that you guys want to add on to this, we'll mention it in the next episode. Just leave your comment or question below. So we're going to do the segment Advertise Yourself. So we're going to start with
Will.
What?
Advertise yourself.
Okay, thank you. All right, I'm first. All right. Hi, I'm Will. I have a channel called The Will of Gaming, and I'm currently working on a Dusty Elysian Tale walkthrough. Thanks to Bawse.
Yay!
Big shout out to Bawse for introducing me to that game, because I would have ignored it. I would have downloaded it and just ignored it and then deleted it.
That's a good game.
But it's a fantastic game. I am doing commentary. I'm currently on the 8th video, but they're on my YouTube, but I have them unlisted. But there's also other gameplays of Shadow of Mordor if you guys want to see that. I also have a review on that, and I also have a gameplay of me playing Mega Man X if you guys want to see that, and other videos as well. So be sure on the lookout. I'll be also doing gameplay videos for future games in the future. I'll be sure to mention it, and that's The Will of Gaming, all one word. So if you guys want to follow that, go ahead and follow it. So now we got Dirty. Advertise yourself.
What's up, YouTube? This is Dirty. You can find my channel on YouTube as the Old Dirty 33. I don't do gameplay, but I talk about games, unboxing Blu-ray movies, stuff like that. So check me out.
There you go. We got Dirty. Now make sure you follow Dirty. Now we got Bawse. Advertise yourself.
What's up, YouTube? It's Brooklyn Bawse. You already know where you can find me at on YouTube at Brooklyn Bawse, where I do gameplay, game reviews, game previews. You can also follow me on Twitter at BawseGamer101. You can also follow me on Facebook on one of my pages, Urban Gaming Network, where I post daily videos and videos of friends, and anybody can join that network and post their videos up there as well. Also, if you want to also follow me on another Facebook page, which is called The Lion of Truth, that's where I upload videos as well that are not game related, that are actually more life related, about real life issues, things of that nature. That Facebook page is Lion of Truth. Check my videos out there, and we can go from there. Anyway, guys, I'm Brooklyn Bawse. Don't forget to like, subscribe to Gamers Nation 1234. Shout out to Ms.K, Trent, Thuggy, Denny, Games. Shout out to Kuuppon for watching. We appreciate you. I appreciate you personally. You've been on my page lately, so that's a good look. Peace.
Yes, thank you to everybody who also couldn't make it today. We miss you. We love you. Now we have Lynn. Advertise yourself.
What's up, YouTube? This is Lynn, aka iPod One Reviewer, here on YouTube. Be sure to follow me on YouTube on my way to 1,000 subbies, as well as Twitter. And type of videos I have on my page is generally unboxings, how-to, soon-to-be rant videos. So be sure to check those out. Come through, leave a comment, leave a like if you don't want to subscribe, or if you do want to subscribe. So, yeah, just check me out. Thanks, guys.
Thank you guys once again for watching us. Be sure to follow everybody on the channel. And just, if you want to be a part of the show, be sure to leave a comment saying that you want to be a part of it. We'll message you back, and maybe you could be a guest on the next episode, and we could have an interesting chat and have fun and talk and stuff, and maybe future Super Smash Brothers tournaments. Maybe futuristic games you can play with us. You can play with Gamers Nation. So yeah, that's cool. So thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you on Monday. Bye.
3DS faceplates for the win.